Hope everybody is doing okay. I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. Getting ready to go to work and it started to rain. I couldn't take my dog for a walk, so I thought I'd take the time to do a reading. But before I do, there's been a message that's been coming through for a couple days. It may not pertain to everybody, so only take it if it resonates with you. But many of us are going through a pretty significant change right now. There could be a lot of things in your life that feel like they're going really, really well, and all of a sudden there's just things that aren't going so well. But these things that aren't going so well, these are just small tests for you, meant to keep you in the process of learning about faith, patience, trust. Also learning to have faith, patience, and trust in your intuition and the connection that you have with Source and higher self. But one of the things that many of you are probably feeling right now is the energy is pretty thick. It's pretty dense. It makes you feel crabby, cranky, frustrated. It could have you really overthinking and analyzing a lot of things right now, which isn't a bad place to be, but isn't the best place to be either, because the things that we're overthinking about are things that are not important. These are things that maybe we've already processed through. These are things that we're purging now. Okay, so a big cleanse is happening, especially the last week. This week moving forward, there's going to be a huge cleanse where you're going to be purging a lot. You're going to feel a lot of physical symptoms like dizziness, lethargy, pooping and peeing a lot, things like itching in your body, eyes being blurred one minute and then the next minute they're not, pain in the muscles. It could also be in your bones, weird sounds, flushing sounds, swishing sounds in the ears. There could be a clear, distinct knowing of what Spirit is telling you, and then all of a sudden just fogginess, and it doesn't feel like Spirit is answering you. It doesn't feel like your intuition is really giving you much answers to anything, things of that sort. And there's so many other things that could be happening, but these are some of the things that I've been experiencing. Some of you are wanting to give up on certain situations or certain things that are happening in your life, but you're being told to hang tight. Don't make any rash decisions right now. If you feel like you're making the wrong decision because of, the energy that you're in right now, please just take your time to make that decision. So for many of you, you're feeling like your ideas, your creative inspirations, your creative spark is missing. It's no longer there. This is just the energy that we're in right now. We do have 11, 11, 1, and 12 here. So these may be numbers that you want to look up, but 11, 11, 1 certainly stood out to me. Anyhow, the creative ideals feel like they're missing. However, it's not going to be for long. We are moving into an energy that is shifting and pivoting into one that is fast-paced, one where it feels like you can open up to the world, you can open up to people, you can be the real, true, authentic self that you truly are. Some of you have made quite significant changes in the recent past. This could be in the past, like, couple months, past couple of years, maybe even, because I'm getting the number 2, but the number 2 does tell me that you've been going back through a lot of back and forth situations, feeling really good and then feeling really bad, feeling very upbeat and then having no energy, just all of these things that's been back and forth. However, as this energy is shifting, the need for action is very important. Action in a career path, action in becoming an entrepreneur. Maybe it's action in a love connection or relationship. It could be action in so many different ways. Saving money, setting goals. Anyhow, some sort of forward movement is happening that's going to be fast-paced after you put some sort of action in. But here's the thing. I feel like some of you are feeling stuck, feeling like you can't get out of the rut that you're in. Maybe feeling like I just don't think things are going to change. I've been in this situation, this kind of energy a million times in my journey. But what I do know is that it doesn't last forever. It may feel like it's going to last forever, feel like it's the ending to the world or whatever it may be, but it doesn't last forever. And if you look on this card, you can see that the bird representing you is in a bird cage. The cage has its door open, so it's just waiting for you to fly on out and, take flight and trust that where you land is exactly where you're supposed to land, so to speak. don't give in to the fears, doubt, and insecurities. And as you're purging and letting go of this old programming, any old stale energy that is no longer needed, you're going to feel a little bit, okay? Don't despair, I'm hearing. I hear significant changes happening. So many of you should know that these significant changes are happening, even if it feels like they're not. If you don't see evidence of them changing, you feel it energetically, because you feel a lot of things purging and leaving. Things have to leave for the new to come in. So just know that the new is coming. It may take a little bit of time as you purge and rid of all of these old programming, which is thoughts, fears, doubts, things that people have taught you that no longer resonate with you, and so on and so forth. For some of you, you've got the Hermit. This could be a marriage card. It could be a commitment. It could also just be that somebody is like in the public eye is what I'm getting with this one, but something is becoming official. I do feel like this is after a long time of either separation or being away from whatever this energy is that you're moving towards. Some of you could see some significant changes at the office, at your place of employment, which is going to bring on this energy of peace of mind, feeling secure. Safety is a real big energy that I'm feeling. We do have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, which tells me that there's going to be some financial and emotional fulfillment coming after you let go, fly out, take flight, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely going to happen. The energy that you're in now, this energy that feels real dense and feels like it's not moving, is going to feel the complete opposite. You're going to start to feel things rising up off of you. You're not going to feel as dense, not going to feel as heavy, and you're going to realize that things are just moving smoothly. Which brings me to the Ace of Pentacles, which talks about another new beginning when it comes to some sort of wish being granted. This wish could have something to do with, again, with fulfillment, stability. It could also have to do with money. However, I'm just feeling fulfillment in general. There may be multiple areas in which you've been trying to fulfill certain things, and now you're seeing that these things are starting to change. Why? Because you've put in some sort of action, and the action that you've put in has started things moving very rapidly. You don't have to hold back too long. Once you start moving in this direction and putting some sort of action, you're going to start to see things that were in the way moving out of the way, and things becoming easier for you to accomplish or achieve whatever this is referring to. Now, the Four of Pentacles does refer to a change in money improvements, more money coming. This could be a promotion at your employment. This could be that you're becoming more stable with some sort of entrepreneurship or what have you. The Ace of Cups is telling me that somebody has given you a helping hand. I feel like this is the universe, your intuition, signs and synchronistic type of things that are happening. However, this could be coming from another person. I do feel like many of you are starting to see signs and symbols through like animal symbolism, maybe even numbers, but I'm specifically getting animal symbolism. I've been seeing a lot of birds lately. They've been squawking at me. They've been getting my attention. Some of you could be even going through things like that. Which cards do I go to? I do not see those cards. Which cards do I go to? Thank you. Okay, I wasn't expecting these. These are a really hard deck for me to shuffle if they're all together, but I'm going to try to do it. Let's see what happens. Yep, that's not going to work. Am I supposed to take these? Alright, no. This is really, really hard to shuffle. Okay. I am not filling these cards, guys. Let's see here. This deck or the other deck? Some of you may feel a little bit inclined to try something new, especially when it comes to investing your money in a different area. Maybe, you know, I'm just going to speak for me. For me, I've been told, you know, money that I'm spending right now on extra stuff should be going to a new camera, so that when I go outside and do videos, it's crisp, it's clear, it's not just using my phone. I've also been told to buy a label maker. So for some of you, your money is being spent in different areas, but these areas might be areas that are going to help you to move forward. For me, when I buy this camera, when I buy this label maker, I'm able to make labels for the products that I am making to put on my website and sell. I'm also able to take better videos, which could call in more audience. I don't know, but either way it goes, the action is going to prove to be beneficial to me. I'm being told the opposite deck now. Okay. If you put a lot of time, energy, and passion into whatever this is, putting your money in the places that it needs to go in ways that when you put action into where this money is going, it'll be beneficial. And then we have, you know, it's time, okay? This card is talking about if you're wanting success, it's time to move, put action into something. This is in the very near future. However, something is about to be revealed to you. This could be someone revealing something to you, maybe the truth about a situation. This is a full moon card, which tells me that something is coming full circle, something or someone is coming back around. This could be a new cycle starting as well for some of you. Spending time with family and friends is going to be very important right now. You may feel like while you or putting action into some things that you don't have as much time for the family. However, inviting family to be a part of, if you're able to, could be something that Spirit is trying to tell you right now. I'm going to get a couple more cards. I'm going to let you guys go. I need to get my butt to work. Successful speculations. The bear is talking about perseverance. It's also referring to coming up. You know, if you've had some energies of feeling like you were really down, you wasn't being the same person that you used to be, this is an energy saying that it's shifting back to what it was before or even better. There's a lot about discovering of yourself. So there's been new discoveries about yourself, maybe new gifts, new attributes, new assets of something or of some kind that you've started to tap into. Or maybe it's just because you've made so many changes, you just are a different person. Anyhow, you've went from the Jack to the King. You've rose up, so to speak, and discovered new things about yourself. The snake tells me that some of you are going through a pretty significant shift with your Kundalini energy. This is your life force energy, your chi energy, whatever you want to call it. And there may be a lot of energy that is being felt throughout your body, especially that dense energy that I was talking about. Now, as it starts to push through and move, as you start to put in some sort of action, you're going to realize that this dense energy is going to break up. You're going to purge it out through poop, pee, coughing, crying, sweating. It could be so many different ways, so many different symptoms. 1313. But anyhow, you're awakening this Kundalini energy, which is a really good place to be. It helps you to get more in contact with your higher self, with Christ Consciousness, with Source God, with your angels, with communication and connection in general. The knowings of what is your next step and things of that sort are also things that come with the Kundalini awakening, as well as deep spiritual, physical, emotional healing. Anyhow, I am going to let you guys go. I hope that everybody has a good night or a good day. Much love to you guys. Bye.